Feindlage. Feind in Stärke einer mechanisierten Kompanie in Szegede aufgeklärt, mit Marschrichtung Westen. Weitere Kräfte in unbekannter Stärke in Wefferlingen. Vermutete Absicht ist es, weitere Kräfte auf das Gebiet der BRD einfließen zu lassen. Eigene Lage. Erste bei Grasleben in Stellung. Zweite Kompanie bei Mackendorf mit vordersten Spitzen in Stellung bei Kahlenberg. Dritte und vierte Kompanie in Stellung bei Grasleben. Auftrag: Verhindern Sie weiteres Einfließen feindlicher Kräfte. Durchführung: Zweite Kompanie sichert Staatsgrenze aus Stellung bei Kahlenberg. Dritte Kompanie und vierte Kompanie sichern Staatsgrenze aus Stellung bei Grasleben. Auch hier unter keinen Umständen Übertritt oder Beschuss auf das Gebiet der DDR. Verstanden? Ausführung.
Welcome back. ARMA 3, Global Mobilization, number 5, no smoke without fire.
Stopfen, Schützenrudel, Marsch!
Today we are on a tank mission again, having set up position at the border towards East Germany to observe the area, because it is expected that enemy troops will cross the border soon. So we will wait here for them.
Denkt dran, wir sind hier, um die Ossis am Rüberkommen zu hindern. Drüben könnt ihr jedoch machen, was sie wollen. Bekämpft nur die Ziele, die die Grenze überschreiten.
Und wenn die auf uns schießen?
Dann schießen wir zurück und zeigen denen, wo der Hammer hängt.
The situation reminds me at the time in my military as well. Because, like in the infantry, you spend a lot of time just sitting in some positions to observe the area, to find out if there's something unusual or you see some kind of movement of the enemy. For that, in the tank, mostly you split your observing area into half. So maybe from the middle to the left side, the gunner took it. And from middle to right side, the commander is observing the area. So when you spot something, then one of the guys can push a button and the commander or the gunner switch over to the position where the spotted enemy is in. So it's very, very effective observation and quick reaction possible then. Especially in nighttime, it can be very, very tiring when you sit in the tank. Mostly you split the time between the gunner and the commander, so one can sleep and the other is looking for the complete sector. And with the thermal optics or the remaining light amplifier optics, it can be very, very exhausting for your eyes. You do that for hours and hours and hours, and there is absolutely no important movement. Just some animals in the field running around doing their thing, but nothing important for your eyes then. But you have to focus, you have to be concentrated. Wait, what you are doing?
1 Uhr, 1500. Irgendwas. 2 SPW 40. Vermutlich ein Spähtrupp. KE. Wespe, hier Semmel, komm.
Hier Wespe, kommen.
Hier Semmel. Bei Koordinate 01319901 2 SPW 40 in Fahrtrichtung Nord. Beobachte weiter, kommen.
Hier Wespe, verstanden, Ende.
Uhr, 1500. Irgendwas. Bewegung dort drüben. Südosten, 1500. BRDM.
Have you seen this right now? As the commander reported the enemies, the gunner turns the turret around. The optics of the commander turn the same way. So now they are going parallel because the gunner is turning the turret and the optics of the commander is following them because the optic is mounted on the turret.
1500 BRDM.
Both of the optics are not that independent I thought it would be, or I'm used to it, because when the gunner turned, the commander had to struggle to turn in the opposite way to line up the sights again. So obviously, at the time of my military service, the development of the tank, especially in the optics, is like when the gunner turns the turret, then the optics of the commander is counter-rotating to stay on the same spot the commander is looking at. Okay, we are following these guys till we can't see them anymore, and we hope that's all for today with the games at the border. I think back in the days, both armies, so west side and east side as well, they played these games on a frequent basis, because they're intended to give the other side no time to chill, that at no time the other side can be sure that the opponents are not planning something. So they showed up at the border, do some things, drive around, stay here, stay there, stopped, looking around, driving back, just doing nonsense just to keep the other side not entertained in a positive way, but to exhaust them in their focus on the opponent all the time.
Scheiße, ein Panzerzug T55 aus Ost. 12 Uhr, 1000, T55. Feinde, Südost, 1 Kilometer, T55. Wespe, hier Semmel, kommen.
Hier Wespe, kommen.
Hier Semmel, bei Koordinate 0137 9913. 3T55 in Fahrtrichtung West. Setze Auftrag weiter fort, kommen.
Hier Wespe, verstanden,
Die drehen
Ende.
um? Was zur Hölle machen die da? Wow, was für eine Chance. 3 Panzer auf dem Silbertablett.
What I'm doing here is to show you how to calculate the distance with the crosshair. You can use the lines. When the tank is going sideways and you know the type of the tank, then its relation to the line, you can calculate the distance. So the line here is closely fulfilled by the tank, so I think the tank is about 1.2 or 1.5 clicks away.
1500, T55.
Scheiße, das ist Feindartillerie. Wespe, hier Semmel, komm.
Hier Wespe, kommen.
Vorwärts Marsch. Hier Semmel, Feindartillerie wird auf unsere Position. Weichen aus, kommen.
Hier Wespe, verstanden, Ende. Semmel, hier Wespe, kommen.
Hier Semmel, kommen.
Hier Wespe, stoßen Sie bis zur Ortschaft Ribbensdorf in der DDR vor. Kommen.
Hier Semmel, verstanden, Ende.
We left our cozy position in the forest. Of course, we took some motor fire. Now the order is to cross the border. But we have to use a predefined way, of course there's the only bridge we can use with our tanks to cross the river. But I think the most important problem is that I have to have my comrades always inside because they lose sight very fast. So I always have to stop and control them to follow me on the exact path or not to drive through the forest and don't find out anymore. It happens sometimes. You can see it by yourself what they are doing back there. So we have to be cautious here. Yeah, let's take the first short stop to look around and see what the comets are doing.
Krüger. Vorwärts. Links.
Okay, guys, let's go. Like I was mentioned in the previous mission, I try to use the terrain, so we're going in the valley here, going inside and then slowly forward till we can see one. Oh, there it is. That was a good one.
Vorwärts. 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 Rechts. Rechts.
700.
Links.
T55.
Halt. Vorwärts, Marsch. Rechts.
There's a second one close here, so we have to be very, very cautious.
Links.
Just go up the hill a little bit, look around, and then
Vorwärts, Marsch.
go back down again and reposition.
Links.
I think it should be the best tactic here.
Rechts. Stopp. Vorwärts. Vorwärts, Marsch. Vorwärts, Marsch. Rückwärts,
Oh,
Marsch.
we are very lucky that this dude did not even expect us here. That was a lucky one. Okay, area seems clear. Let's prepare for fight, guys.
Feuer frei.
And line up in a V, and then let's go.
Breitkeil. Marsch. Vorwärts, Marsch. Links.
I ask myself where the other 3 tanks are,
Rechts.
because I think the 2 we destroyed here, they were stationary. Oh,
Stopp. Vorwärts.
okay, there they are. That was very close. Sometimes you feel like you cannot shoot when the tank is moving.
Rechts.
But the best thing, I made a really big mistake here, the best thing is not to stop. Still keep on moving, because you are a very hard target when you are in motion. When you stand still with the side towards the enemies, that is not even the best way to get in a confrontation with other tanks. Always stand front side. There was a big mistake here and I took some damage out of it. That was not good at all. Because we have to cross the bridge now. I have to change the formation.
Vorwärts Marsch.
We're not going in a V shape. We're going in a line behind each other. So I hope we can cross the bridge without losing one of our tanks here.
Rechts. Links. Rechts. Rechts. Links.
It is expected that is infantry in here as well. So we have to be cautious for anti-tank infantry or even for the third tank that we spotted before.
Post. BMP.
Okay,
Stopp.
there's one that is transporting infantry.
Marsch.
So there is definitely guys somewhere here.
Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Rechts. Vorwärts Marsch. Stopp.
And the danger for a tank to handle the infantry, you could see it and you can find them quite easily with your thermal optics and you can shoot them very easily. But the infantry is very fast in moving to other positions or to hide in maybe houses you can pass and they pop up behind you and then kill you with a rocket because the tank, as we know, is armored the less on the back. In the end, it is not recommended to use a tank in a fight in a village or in a city. Therefore, the military has different other vehicles, but the tank is for wide open range battles.
Vorwärts Marsch. Vorwärts. Links. Rechts. Rechts. Stopp. Halt. Vorwärts Marsch. Vorwärts Marsch. Vorwärts Marsch. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Rechts. Vorwärts Marsch. Vorwärts Marsch.
Ab ihm! Ab ihm!
Rechts. Stopp. Stopp.
The view of the open range here is so nice in the pictures of the upcoming battle. I will leave that without any comment then. Enjoy.
Stopp. Links. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Rechts. Links. Stopp. Vorwärts. Stopp. Rechts. Vorwärts, Marsch. Rechts. Vollgas. Links. Vorwärts, Marsch. Vorwärts, Marsch. Stopp. Vorwärts, Marsch.
Wo sind Sie?
Links. Links. Südlich. 4 rechts. Vorwärts, Marsch. Vorab rechts. Voraus. 300 Meter. Links. Stopp. Vor uns. Halt. Rückwärts. Vor uns. 200 Meter. Marsch.
Ziel
Vorwärts, Marsch.
vernichtet.
Links.
Einer weniger.
Vorwärts, Marsch. Links. Vorwärts. Rückwärts, Marsch. Vorwärts. Vorwärts, Marsch. Vorwärts, Marsch. Vorwärts, Marsch. Links. Links. Rechts. Rechts. Stopp. Rückwärts, Marsch. Stopp. Vorwärts, Marsch. Südostwärts. 500. T55. Südostwärts. 1 Kilometer. T55. Vorwärts, Marsch. Halt. Rückwärts. Rückwärts. Halt. Vorwärts, Marsch. Südostwärts. 1500. Stopp. Vorwärts. Rückwärts, Marsch.
Ziel neutralisiert.
Vorwärts. Rechts. Halt.
Hab ihn!
Links. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. 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 Rechts. Links. Vorwärts Marsch. Rechts. Rechts. Vorwärts Marsch. Rechts.
Wo sind sie?
Links. Reihe. Marsch. Stopp. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Links. Rückwärts Marsch. Vorwärts. Rückwärts Marsch. Vorwärts Marsch. Vorwärts. Halt. Stopp. Vorwärts. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Rechts. 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 Vorwärts. Links. Links. Teil. Rechts. Links.
Einer weniger.
Rechts. Rechts. Stopp. Rückwärts. Rechts. Vorwärts Marsch. Links. Vorwärts, Marsch. Rechts. Rechts. Uhr, 1500. Irgendwas? Sicht KE. MG. KE. KE. Kein Ziel. Vorwärts. Links. Rechts. Stopp.
Südostwärts, 1500. E50. Ziel vernichtet.
Uhr. 1500. Irgendwas? Südost. 1500. Irgendwas? KE. Weiter beobachten. Vorwärts, Marsch. Rechts. 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 Stopp! Vorwärts, Marsch! Rechts. Halt! Vorwärts! Vorwärts, Marsch! Links. Links. Vorwärts, Marsch! Vorwärts, Marsch! Vorwärts, Marsch! Vorwärts, Marsch! Vorwärts, Marsch! Vorwärts, Marsch! Vorwärts!
Südost, 600. BNP.
Stopp!
Ziel vernichtet.
Vorwärts! Vorwärts! Rückwärts! Vorwärts, Marsch! Rückwärts!
Yeah, that was a very, very satisfying mission. I've made some tactical mistakes. If the enemy would be a clever one, I could have been killed a lot of times. I missed some shots, but at the end, I think we finally made it here and it is done.
Links.
I hope you enjoyed as well.